Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to turn this into this.
Alright guys, let's get into it. For the first step, we need to remove the extra material from the stock to make it more flexible and make sure it's thin enough that we can bend both ends together and tie them. Always be careful while using sharp tools. Don't be afraid to ask a parent for help with this part. I'd like to say hello to all the people who are new to my channel. Take a minute to subscribe. That way you can get notified when I post new videos and be part of this fun community that we're creating. Once the stock is flexible enough, go ahead and measure your head to find the correct size for your hat. Here I was using a palm leaf to measure my head, but you can use anything you have lying around, like a string or a piece of paper. Then you can use that measurement to decide how long your stock needs to be. I leave about 2 extra inches so I have enough room to tie the 2 ends together. Next, remove 2 of the end leaves from your stock so you have a little gap where you can overlap the 2 stems and tie them together. And make sure to space all the leaves evenly to make sure your hat looks good when you weave it together. This next part is optional. I decided to remove the spines from my leaves to make it more flexible because the palm I'm working with is a little bit older and less flexible. If you're using a young palm, this step is not necessary. Now let's get weaving. These next steps get a little bit complicated. That's why I made a diagram for you guys to explain it and make it easier to understand. To make this pattern, alternate going under and over each strand. Now follow this pattern until you have all the ends going through the top of the hat.
Alright guys, day number 2. And back where we started on the top.
For my hat, I had 14 strands. So I took the 2 middle strands and I made them into a hoop that looked like the structure of the hat. Then I split all the remaining strands into groups of 3. So I had 4 groups of 3. I took the first and the second group and I wove them together and through the 2 middle strands. Then I used the same process with the third and the fourth on the other side. Then I wove them both together. And that's how I created the structure for my hat. You can adjust the number of strands in each group depending on how big your hat is.
Now we just have to hide all of these little ends.
To hide the ends, simply weave them back into the hat, then cut off the ends.
And this is what it turns out like once you've hidden all the little loose ends.
Well, hopefully this helped you create your very own palm hat. And if you like this video, check out some of the other videos I have on my channel. And as always guys, have fun and stay creative.